The program now Good Morning Salon, it comes to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. As today inside the program, we go talk to the All People's Congress APC party. We go give updates for the lower level election and safety them. We don't happen at the party. Where with that, I want to welcome a studio guest. We now Sidi, Yayah, Tunis in the National Publicity Secretary now the All People's Congress APC party. Good morning and welcome to the program Good Morning Salon.
Good morning. Thank you very much for getting me here this morning. Juma Mubarak.
Okay. So as today they also for talk about for give updates about on a lower level election and safety the way don't they happen at the party. Take me through the recent activity that don't they happen at the APC party.
Well, thank you very much. As you rightly state, they are about for prepare for begin waiting we call internal elections, where of course they start with the world elections. But prior to that one day, we get activities that we're supposed for complete. One of them, the constitution of the party, the PPRC Act, and even the national constitution give we as a political party the right for make rules, where they govern with internal democracies, with internal elections. The rules then they, however, for be sent to the PPRC and then for be made public for 30 working days, so that the general populace could get chance for look at them, and would I ever get issues, go bring their issues then they up where of course the PPRC go bring to our attention. We be done do the rules then they will be done send them to the PPRC, and PPRC be done publish them. So by September 11th go make 30 days where the rules then they go mature, and then if anything they we PPRC need for discuss with we, or if anybody they will challenge, then we go sit down and look at it now the issues. Then of course thereafter, once we don't get through that stage day, we now also go ahead for go with lower level elections. That is one aspect of it. The second aspect is that we also required by law for ensure say for every convention we will go into, we get for publish what we call the voters list for their elections. Then we now the party don't begin a process of verification, because we introduce a new database system, when a digital membership database for we members them. We don't require everybody when an old member for come back and verify in data, so that we go get them now the reflected in the new database, and we go give each person a unique member. That is one. Secondly, we also ask people whenever be members of the APC for come in and register. That process they don't go on. We be done published initially a provisional list of the one they all who don't capture people we verify and people in our old members, and we be done send a list and to every constituency for make the constituency executive then hang the list in every ward, so that people go see. Then when we get issues, whether the information not correct or the name not show up, then go come with the issues then to we, and we go amend them. We don't do that one day. We also they plan for repeat that process day, because we want to give people enough chance for make them able for see and get the opportunity for coming and verify the data, and also get the opportunity for register as new members before we eventually publish the final list, because we require for doing 21 days before we start the elections. So we encourage people still then list then they out, and then once that one day happen, then we go publish the list. Soon we go come put out, once we complete the process now PPRC, we also now don't do all of the different arrangements in terms of the application processes, how people for apply for positions the way they want for run for. We get for put out again a timeline as to when each election get for happen, from the world level elections all the way to the national delegates conference.
So for UNA as a party, within all this mean and how this will help for the goal we will not fit for?
Well, I mean, these are all the, for sure, say, first of all, one, we are a very transparent and accountable party. That is one. And secondly, we also respect with provisions of with constitution and also the national laws of this country as far as they relate to activities of political parties, especially also it comes to internal elections and internal democracies. You know, we bound by law, whether not the national constitution or the PPRC Act, you know, for do certain activities then before we even start we owe internal elections, and are there steps then they would follow now. So it tells you basically that we as a party, like I always don't say, we focus now for ensure say whatever it is that we do, we get for stay within the remit of the laws of we own constitution and also the national constitution. But we also they look at the PPRC Act, because the PPRC now they're established by law for regulate our activities as political parties. Then self get an act, we get provisions that we relate to how we for function, things that we're supposed to do. Of course, we get a national constitution, we establish we as a political party, and we also give we rights and responsibilities where we supposed to do as political parties as to how we function. We are aware of all of them and day. And then, of course, that same constitution, they now give you the rights also for establish and for form we own laws and get we own constitution. Where we constitution make them very clear that every member bound for abide by the provisions of the constitution and also abide by the aims and objectives of the party, the APC party. So we are aware of all of them things and we just follow them.
In a statement earlier, you talk about registration process where una don't do and una go get for do verification and things like that. But as una don't do the registration for the party, how una go describe this process, particularly when it comes to involving everybody?
Of course, it's not go ever easy. First of all, it is a new process. And secondly, also, it is digital. It is technologically based. So there are challenges here and there, but those challenges are, you know, not the things that we're not able to solve. But the most important thing that we get for do with the issue of transparency and the issue of inclusivity, where we they make sure say every individual get the opportunity for verify that now you and our old member, for regularize the status na the party, and also for ensure say this time you get a unique number where now you no more get will not get duplication in how we issue out the numbers them as we been the then challenges that will be the face previously. Also we get clear account by word. We're able to know exactly that in this word this now we membership strength, because the current database they capture everything, address, telephone number by word for every member we register by constituency. So we know for every locality which in our membership strength. So those are the kind of things that we would enjoy with this new registration, despite the challenges we would face across the country. We also get major problem with the banking system, but these are we say the wrong receipts when they come in, but these are all things that we don't work with the banks, and we don't they solve, and then problems then we don't they resolve them as a party.
Okay, so we don't talk about also about the registration, but again one thing you emphasize on go for do it the database. What in this database see for the party when it comes to the registration?
So if you remember, one of the major problem we'll be get going into the 2023 elections, one of the things that we be get issue with, even we'll be in the court now, the issue of membership, registration and membership database. So the court may require we for put together a comprehensive, register of all we members them. So waiting with the do so now be an order of the court, that is one, and also will be required by the PPRC for do the same. So waiting this get for do for we now that once we don't complete this digital database, we get for submit the list of the entire database to the PPRC.
Okay.
But of course, membership registration not to one-off, na continuous process, especially for new members. But that is not to say that when we don't complete this verification process, now me, for example, Sidi, are they now at the database, me information, everything I don't verify. So what we do now in the future, now for just continue for update as new members then they come. We will continue for update, and we now get a comprehensive account of we membership across the board, and we're also able for easily now generate voters list for all the members then. Now every locality for every election will for conduct internally.
See, you talk about before this term, you talk about how una been get unique number una give. For una will be non-DD as like when you are executive member, una safe, una update, una all get the same unique number.
Yes, every individual at the party get a unique number now. So for example, when before now we begin what we call AA number, when I them be the issue to you. So but now when you go for verify, for example, I go then put in my database, then bring up my AA number, they able verify say me original date of registration at APC, now so date. All that information they don't enter. The system now they generate a unique number for you. When you know more the getter now. So that number they get for be your unique number for life. Just like how we get waiting the states they give now as NIN, national identity number. When you no more get forget that number, they now tell you go now you grave. It is the same with the APC now. Every person where they verify now and every person where they register now, the system they generate for you a unique number we get for be your membership registration number now the APC until you cease for be a member. Even if you cease for be a member, that number they will never be transferred to any other person.
Okay, so what about people where don't they print fake party card? How this system go able for make sure saying able for identify them people in there?
Well, I mean, if you print fake ID card, first of all, you not go in our system.
Okay.
Even with the old system, that is why when you come verify, will they check with old database? That is one process where they go through. Secondly, we also get ways where they guarantee your membership na the party, either through you executive, then your locality or stakeholders, then whether na MPs, councillors. Because if you're not a member of a party, they exist, they live in a locality, and in that locality you must go be active, then go must see you they participate. You cannot be a member where ever they participate by party business. That is why we constitution clear as to what makes you a member of the party. They say you get for being good standing. Good standing means an active participant of the party. They pay you dues, then you not get any disciplinary challenge inside the party. All of them things. Then so you print fake card with a detector. People they will not attend for bring fake receipts. The system not they accept them in the first place and they kick them out. People for example, so people who don't attempt for register like Nabo, then come back they register now. The system they flag them and they reject, they take your approval, because they detect say this name, this happen. So all of them things then they proof processes then they will go through. That is not to say we will not they face challenges, but of course the challenges are not those who are not able for pick out and address.
So this new system they also able to capture people away they not abroad?
Oh yes, I mean the in fact a team recently going at the diaspora, the UK and the USA, Canada for go complete the registration process. The diaspora, they part of this, then self they register, then they go through the same process, then they Canada the system, as then self they register, their cards are being printed and sent to them now the diaspora.
So now the one data now they get all with the one they already in a salon?
We only get the same database because the constitution only give the Secretary General the authority. Now the last person where they approve everybody in membership, whether you they verify or you a new member. Now the person where they give the authority for make them register you. Of course, and the district executives. So the diaspora chapters then themselves get our responsibility there. Then go register, fill the forms, then they send them to the Secretary General, go through the verification process. Now the sole person will get the authority for approve your membership registration and verification.
So the diaspora then self they can collect the membership card or una the sender for them?
With they send, we get processes so they do that. With they send, in some cases then they collect, depending on the distance.
Okay. Continue for the between the program and name na Sidi Yayah Tunis and the National Publicity Secretary na the All People's Congress Party. As it also for give updates for sake the lower level election and safety name we on the happen at the APC party. The program na Good Morning Salon they come to live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We now go look at another issue inside the program. The program now Good Morning Salon they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. And what they bring the program come to now this Friday morning, my name na Karifa to Conte.
And me, Jaffa Mans Davis. Inside the program, we continue with we studio guests. We na Sidi Tunis in the Publicity Secretary for the All People's Congress Party. Now, still on the issue on database and registration. So far, after una don't complete everything, how much registration una don't do and how much una kick out and waiting at the latest?
Their figures then they I could tell you say the registration itself don't see more than 100,000 and I can safely say as per the number way they don't kick out, well you get several reasons how they go kick out. Maybe probably I not go state now because some of the one that initially where the system not be accept reasons then be there. I just mentioned for example the problems, the challenge will be the get first with the receipt system will be the get at the bank. Then be one reason we make them they reject plenty, but anyone then they will be done they address them initially. So I don't go sit down here and give any bulk figure saying at this amount of number the system don't reject now, because definitely I not check with the IT team for them kind data then they before the kaya.
So after this registration process, who's stage next?
Well, the registration, the process they continue, but of course it will come a time after we're able for verify for a few days for we're able for generate the different voters listed, we'll go suspend the registration because clearly we constitution get timelines as to waiting qualify you for vote and waiting qualify you for run for certain offices. So for make we able for generate the voters list for the various elections, then they at some point for maybe a few hours or few days we'll go stop the process so that we'll go able for generate then list and they before ever we continue.
Okay, so now that una don't set up the rules and regulation for the lower level election, una don't send to PPRC. How much days dollar for make PPRC gazette then will there?
At PPRC September 11 today the 5th, so now 6 days done left basically for make the 30 working days done. And then thereafter, like I said earlier, if anything they need for discuss with we, then we'll get for call we'll go sit down with who that they ever get issues. We will go through that process there. If no change not get for day to the rules then we'll don't put out, then of course we'll go get the green light for go ahead. And then that after that process, they now again, like I say earlier, we get for now begin the process of publishing the list. We are required for do that one day 21 days before we start the election. So all of them timelines, then they now we hate, we they work towards them, and we they prepare based on them timelines, then they.
Okay, so wetin na the qualification for let person vote na this lower level election?
Well, it depends. If you don't be a member of the party in good standing for minimum 1 year, fully paid up member, for let you able for vote by any of the elections, then, under we constitution.
So for a contest for zonal constituency, what are the requirements?
Well, the for let you contest, the duration period and they were stated in the constitution. So we get different stages of that one day. For ward now 1 year, I believe constituency now 2, district now 3. From region, national now 5 years duration. If you don't be a member of the party for minimum 5 years in good standing, for let you able for team up for position at national level or even regional level.
So what in the party they use for the one for disqualify anybody?
The party not get the authority for disqualify person, so na constitutional matter that one day.
Okay, from the party constitution, what in they make them pull your membership status from you as member?
Well, okay, so and you mean for let them withdraw membership from you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you get different stages. All right, if you do something we gravely go against the party, the constitution say, like you go be a member of another party, for example, definitely even the national constitution say for belong to 2 party. So if that only happen, definitely you get for lost the membership. If they bring disciplinary action against you, we're grave enough, they exhaust all the internal processes. You go through the disciplinary committee find you guilty, they ask you for go through the appeal process, that one they happen, it done, you find you guilty for misconduct or for forgery or for corrupt or anything, then do recommendation for suspend or for expel. That recommendation get for going at the National Delegates Conference, first from NAC and the National Delegates Conference. The National Delegates Conference now the only body we get the authority for expel anybody from APC. That same National Delegates Conference day now the only body we get the authority for readmit person inside APC. Like if you be done left, you don't resign, or they suspend you or they expel you, for let you come back, now the only body that they will get the authority for bring you back.
So now we get another issue we'll use for coming to in that one day, but just for make clarification on the rules them. 6 days to go as the case day now. We're not expecting a petition with regards in-house party member from the rules zone Arome.
So well, of course there will always be petitions, but how grave then go they na that one in the first place? I want the public for no say all the rules then we go na PPRC, none of the way they outside of we constitution. All the rules that we go PPRC all day now we constitution, our provisions that we did now we constitution. And this constitution what we get now, so it come into existence March 2022. Now before it come into existence, it go through all them processes they are. It go when we don't do them, then publish on a PPRC, right? PPRC publish and people then be get chance for challenge and people challenge am. Different provisions and sections within the constitution were challenged. They go through that process, they then publish them, then challenge them. We go through the challenge, certain sections, then they will then pull. Some of them they will then add. Some of them they will then reduce. They don't go through all that day. And let us not also forget that we were ordered by the court for go do this constitution. So once it passed through the PPRC process, we finally be ordered by the court for go adopt am. We adopt am, and it was gazetted. We make a form part of the laws, because it be done gazette and it come into existence in March, 2022. After that one day, for let we go into we elections then, 2023, starting 2022 in fact, with the lower levels, we do them very rules here we don't do so back. Their rules they are back go PPRC, then challenge them, and we go again. We pass through that stage day, and they were gazetted, then form part of the rules, then we govern with elections. So that is why when we be the sending rules they are, for let we not delay, we make sure say everything we will send our PPRC and things that we deal within with constitution. We already don't go through court processes. We already don't go through PPRC process. We they already don't gazette. And with the same constitution, people that don't contest elections from lower level, with the same constitution, 17 people now then contest for be leader of the party 2022, where the leader, of course, now eventually, as per with constitution, go be the flag bearer and presidential candidate. 17 now then contest. Now then we can go to the National Delegates Conference. We meet all of the criteria where the constitution set for people who for run for national office. Now the party. So we don't go through all the stages. That is why when we be the sending rules here, we'll make sure say we stay within the provisions of the constitution, so that tomorrow nobody not go say we don't flout with constitution or we don't flout with national constitution, because the constitution already stand the test of times. It don't go through the legal processes as per law. We say we go through, we don't go through all our ending.
Okay, so what will be the effect if people challenge the rule there? So
waiting go
be the effect.
Well, I mean, we feel say if anybody challenge, you get right, but if anybody challenge based on what I don't explain, so not just a deliberate attempt for delay, because like I said, we not really go outside of a constitution, and the constitution already go through them processes, then they repeatedly, and we deliberately do that because we not be want for delay, we not be want for do something we go lead to unnecessary challenge or unnecessary petition. That is why we made sure say we stay within the provisions of the constitution, where we know say don't already go through them processes then all, where we know say don't get adopted, don't get challenged, and you don't get gazetted, and people don't contest elections under the same constitutions, and their election results then they gazetted, and the delegates they don't go elect the leader, we don't contest as presidential candidate for the APC in the national election.
Okay, continue for the return of the program and name now Sidi Yayah Tunis in the National Publicity Secretary na the All People's Congress Party, as in the also for give updates for second the lower level election and safety now when don't they happen at the party. The program na Good Morning Salon, and now na time for make we take break inside the program.
The program, Good Morning Salon, they continue, and they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Inside the program, we'll come back to with studio guests. We na Sidi Tunis in na the publicity secretary for the All People's Congress Party. They continue with some of the discussion. Then you don't talk about who that get right for be member of the party, when and how then they withdraw membership from different member them. But again, from David Joseph Aliyu na we Facebook page, they say what is the status of former Vice President Chief Sam Sumana at the APC party?
He's a member of the party. He has been readmitted into the party since we go na the delegates conference in 2023. We said the national delegates conference. You remember I talked earlier, say na then are the only authority we've go bring person back. So he was readmitted since 2023 into the party. So he's a member of our party.
So
so this new constitution give him the rights for run for the flag bearers for the 2028?
The new constitution not limited to any individual. I talk about the duration clauses earlier. Constitution not written for one person or for one individual. I talk earlier say duration clauses dey for everybody when a member of a party.
So waiting
I not go do na for sit down and say this person eligible, this person not eligible. No. I go left that one day to the internal elections management body when are they responsible for conduct internal elections. What I can do as a spokesperson of a party now for speaks generally to waiting with constitution say, waiting the law say. The constitution of the APC get duration period for everybody where they contest for different offices. And it take me time for explain this because I want to let people know say the duration clauses, these are mandatory membership criteria in we constitution we for meet for run for office under we constitution at the APC. From ward level all the way to the national leader, we na national officer position and day. So I be don list then duration period and day for the different position them. Let we not forget say the 1991 constitution give political parties the mandate, for different things that we then supposed for do. As and I don't state also clearly waiting we don't do they within the provisions of we constitution and the law. I not go sit there and say this person eligible, then they not eligible, this person no not to me responsibility, then they are not get our authority and our mandate.
So you talk about time and we possible take for the Nadi party for run for the flag bearers for the 2028 election. So it's another time day.
First of all, we know so we constitution we dey elect the national leader, and we constitution say the national leader now in they become the flag bearer and presidential candidate. The national constitution say for let you become a presidential candidate, you ever belong to a political party, not so. So now the political party now then they present the candidates for presidency. So which means we get a constitution we also say every member bound by the provisions of the constitution of the APC. And the provisions for be respected, and obeyed, right? So for you run for office now the APC is stated the eligibility criteria then they we for meet for run for offices under the party constitution. Have we violated any? No. Under the same eligibility criteria we get 17 people we run for be national leader in 2022. Okay. Now as I speak to you, so we get about 21 people who don't express interest for run for the position of national leader.
So mix it.
Of course. So at the end of the day, the body goes sit down and look at every one of them individual, and the one that will meet the criteria then go present them at the National Delegates Conference, where the delegates then go get the opportunity for elect the one we then want as the national leader. We go eventually be the one where the APC go present as the presidential candidate for the 2028 elections. So we as a party then process then they where the constitution give we for do now then we focus on, and it is applicable to anybody and everybody where they express interest for run for the positions, so we know they treat them as isolated cases. So that is why I do not want to limit my discussion on individuals or group of people, because it applicable, it cut across for everybody.
Now, how the party go react if you take the party to PPRC?
Anybody get right for go PPRC. You understand? So we know the whole grudge for anybody will decide for go PPRC. We know say the rules will present to PPRC not contravene any provision of our constitution, and it not go against the national constitution. Like I say, we don't go through this process before. That is why we deliberately stayed within the constitution. Within the constitution say, now that we go by. We not go out because we don't want for create unnecessary delay and unnecessary problem for ourselves.
But now the national constitution, Sumana say, it contravene.
Well, I mean, me not a lawyer, me not to judge, but I just tell you just now, waiting the national constitution say, what are the responsibilities of political parties when it comes to the presentation of presidential candidates. You understand? I just don't go through that. And I also don't go tell you, say, as far as the laws of this country concerned, with constitution don't go through all, and it has been gazetted, a form part of the, it don't become law for we, a binding upon any member of the APC. So whatever happens, that is part of democracy. If it go that way, then, we know say we deal within the laws. So I know go sit down and speculate waiting here for happen. But they speak to the fact say we have not gone against the laws of the APC and the laws of Sierra Leone.
So now not grab Sumana.
I don't want go through that. All I go tell you, Chief Sumana don't readmitted na the party. He's a member of our party, and that is what I can say at this moment.
Okay, continue for the between the program and name na Sidi Yayah Tunis in the National Publicity Secretary na the All People's Congress APC Party, as in also for give updates for sake of the lower level election and safety them we don't happen at the party. The program Good Morning Salon, it comes to live from the Society for the Democracy 98.1 FM. Well, now not time for make we take break na the program. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue and we still get Sidi Yayah Tunis in the National Publicity Secretary in the All People's Congress Party, as in also for give updates for sake of the lower level election and safety we don't happen at the party. Mr. Tunis, this BNT we see audio they go around we come out from Sumana Cap and they say they hold the party all meeting with Irish Embassy for pool President Bio and Safe Mix Samora Kamara the president.
No, no, we not ever get such meeting. I mean, we not ever meet with Irish Embassy, and no such discussion ever happen. In fact, no such meeting no ever happen. I really don't know which have been the motive for the Chief Sumana Cap and put out such audio, and we in self no say not to correct information and be they pass on to the people of this country. But me want for assure the public And I want to say clear to the public that no such meeting ever happened. The APC no ever meet with Irish embassy, and as a matter of fact, any other diplomatic office forget discussion of that nature day. And when I say can do your investigation independently with the Irish embassy itself for validate with here they say so this morning. But of course no such meetings not happen. And all of the things that we say about the deputy chairman, the acting chairman of the party not correct. And a complete misrepresentation of the facts, and a complete deception to the people of this country.
Okay, so which action now the party don't take for Sekadande?
We just focus on what we do now, because we see all of them things then they as distractions. We continue for encourage the general populace, especially members of the APC, for make them focus and work with the party executive across the board as we prepare ourselves for the 2028 elections, so that we go get victory and bring back the party in power. All of them distractions, the way people they spread false news, they give out information about President Bio being removed and somebody else being installed. The party not share them views, then they we know they part of them kind information, then they and then kind deception, then they. We want for keep with membership focus on waiting we do so right now. Their activities they are with they carry out, and they help we for prepare in time and early enough, so that we go put up a formidable team. We go able for win we elections across the board.
So all of the issue there. So as you say, when they work together for the goal of 2028, it distract the party from the goal.
No, it not it distract we at all. We get a responsibility as a political party for ensure say we make sure we membership at every level enjoy every right with the constitution of the party give them under the constitution, and also for enjoy every right with the national constitution give them. That now we one of we major focus. We also get a responsibility as a party for ensure say, we win elections so that we go push through our ideologies, we manifesto, and we plans that we'll get for transform this country. So now that is our major focus. That is why we focus on we membership database registration. That is why we focus on setting up the structures. The IEMC, when at the Internal Elections Management Committee, busy now. They plan the lower level election activities. Then with Miss SF Nayaso getting involved from the coordination part of it. That is why we're busy. They engage with different membership at every level. And even people we might have grievances and problems, then we engage them for make sure say where we able to solve them internally, we solve them internally. And we don't want we membership out there also for being distracted with then false information then where people continue for put out on social media. We know say it is always difficult when party they in opposition. We know say most of the things that we would go through now, so as APC, if we were in government, we're not for they go through them things they are. So we are aware of that one day. And we also are aware of how much forces go there against you when you're in our opposition. That is why as an executive we're responsible enough for make sure say we keep with party focus, and we keep with party activities them legally binding and within the laws of the constitution of APC and within the laws of Sierra Leone, and we're very careful, so that at the end of the day we're not subject ourselves to unnecessary delays, because even where we do the right things, even where we stay within the laws, you see how people they still try for circumvent, for interpret the laws for their own convenience. But these are all things we would only see, and it is not only limited to the APC even the national constitution. We see that one day they happen always. People always they try for interpret them in a way we go convenient them at that moment there. But that is not how it should be.
Okay. So speaking of preparation for the lower level election, how that process they like now?
It is very much on point. You know, for conduct lower level elections, they're always difficult. They're very tedious. It involves a lot of money. And, you know, that is why we're very careful, because we know how much money we waste, or how much money we lost. Let us not say we waste. We know how much money we lost leading into 2023. On 3 different occasions, we attempt for do conferences where the court stop we. After we go don spend billions for organize them conference, then the court stop we because somebody go between a court, then slam injunction, and we lost well over 6-7 billion leading into 2023 because of them conferences then day. And we don't want to go through them one day again. And that make we are very careful what we're doing, and we inform and educate the general public and the membership. Say APC don't do ABC, and we deal within we laws. So tomorrow, if somebody grab and unnecessarily carry go court because if you say with their opposition, they go take advantage of the court system, the membership self go see. The people of this country go see, and then go understand exactly what's in the go on. That is why we do this, we come and educate the public, we come and sensitize the public, and put we case clearly that we don't take these steps as required of us by law as a political party, and we not go against we own constitution in any way, and we know say we not go against the national constitution. Clearly, we get for ensure say everybody get level playing field. Then they don't be the emphasis from the national executive from day one. In 2022, we make sure say we elections then be supervised across the board by the PPRC and other independent elections civil society monitoring civil society organizations like elections observer networks. I wanna all know them. Then be they throughout we from world elections all the way to the national delegates conference. PPRC be present throughout because we want for ensure say the process fair. And that is why even now that's not the message where we get for all man with the contest that we national executive will determine for make everybody get level playing field as long as you meet the requirements then, you know, for contest for any position at the APC. And that is why also with it continuously as an executive they bring we aspirants them together, especially the one that way they vie for the leadership of the party. Will they bring them together to a meeting for make them understand say this night contest, but at the end of the day it is contest among members of the APC. So then therefore also ensure say among themselves unity day, peace day, so that at the end of the day then get healthy relationships. So even when they go into contest, the one way match, the other one then go no say the process being fair, and then go get a way for support that person they will get for a match as the winner. For the tripartite, yes, we're still very much involved with the tripartite implementation. We have issues, and we be don't highlight the issues then they, and we continue for push for ensure say, you know, we address the issues then we get, such as the composition of the steering committee, how we go about the implementation of the recommendations then for make sure say all happen. Quite recently, the ECSL, Electoral Commission Sierra Leone, call all the political parties and they present to we how far they don't go with the implementation of the recommendations we get for do with them. Now the ECSL, PPRC self don't do the same. So it tells you you know, the recommendations then they go on, and which side we know say lapses day, we will continue and we will continue for push for make sure say we expedite the implementation of the recommendations. We know say once the recommendations then they fully implemented, it will address the concerns and the challenges we don't face with electoral systems, and that's now we actually feel say go address the issue of electoral justice, not to like waiting some people they say that they get for pull President Bill and put somebody else. So we know say when we implement their recommendations and they fully we go address the challenges that they will face, especially with the 2022 elections. Also, we see plenty things that happen we're not supposed to happen during the election period.
Okay. This one from we 077981981 line. This person they ask the also people where they live now Lower Korea Chiefdom 4 mile, 6 mile, and the other area them they able to get their own party card.
Well, of course, 4 mile, 6 mile, they one and they all get party structures, and they fall within wards and constituencies. So once they don't print the card, them of course then card then they will go back to the various constituencies and the wards them, so that the membership will get. But first, the first thing first we need for do the ward where they make sure say a check day first if it be don't verify or if it be don't register, and see whether first of all they don't publish a provisional list so that they go look for a name, and if it did all the information correct, they let it be rest assured say in card will be printed. However, if the information all day you need for check with the ward executive or constituency executive, so that that issue they go come to we and we'll be able to amend them immediately.
Okay, now for the lower level election, dates don't come out.
Well, not yet. Like I say, we get for first of all clear with PPRC, because whatever date we will get for work with for the conduct of the election, it get for be based on when we go down clear PPRC. So now from there we go begin count now for meet up the mandatory dates then where the law say. You remember I talk say for example for publish the voters list, they for take 21 days before we start the elections. So all like that one and they will get for take them into consideration based on the day what would they done with the publication of the rules now the PPRC.
Now
we don't want for published date and we continue for the change them. So that is why we wait for that. Sorry.
What in the strategy the party don't put for make sure say this lower level election, like I don't say one of the set level playing field for everybody, free from violence and get better security?
Well, we work very closely with the security sector. We work very closely with the PPRC, and also, we get other monitoring groups that we might be interested. Once we get ready for start with elections, we go send in the invites and the notification then they to the IG, for example, for make sure say we get security coverage, and of course to PPRC for make sure say then keep we within the laws or the PPRC Act as far as it relates to the conduct of lower level or internal elections, and also other elections observation groups then for ensure say then give independent credibility to the internal processes where they go through as far as democracy concerned with party.
So now party card the member then get for use for votes?
Yeah, but even with that, from the database we get very, once you get proof, once you name don't enter another database there, you don't make we get several way we'll be able to scan, and no say na you, but yes, with the hope say, and that is the goal, everybody for getting card and for able to use them for vote.
Okay, plenty thank you. We joining at the program. Well, the name na Sidi Tunis in the National Publicity Sector in the All People's Congress Party. As in media so today for talk about the lower level election and 17 the way on the happen at the party. Plenty thank you. We joining at the program. Well, now this edition of the program, Good Morning Salon, go left for today, Friday, September 5, 2025. Plenty thank you to we producer Michael Sambola.